Let's go. All right, we're almost here, man. Here are my thoughts on the Jose Ramirez Josh Taylor fight. I think this fight can possibly be the fight of the year. I think this fight also can be probably one of the most significant fights to set the tone for next year, as far as who goes off and does what after. A lot of people believe that this fight may go to a rematch, a trilogy, possibly, or it could be one and done. But it can lead to some classical things for boxing. And fights like these are always good for the sport. This is a 50-50 fight. I don't know. I went back and forth on who I felt like would pull it out. Both men have impressed me in certain aspects and with certain opponents. And I definitely went back and forth with. It's one of these fights that you really don't even want to try to predict. You know what I'm saying? Not that you don't want to eat crow, because, I mean, guys like Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, you will probably do that because the stuff that they went ahead and done, because I've ate crow predicting against them before. Now, a lot of people are going to misjudge this fight because of performances by both Taylor and Ramirez. A lot of people are going to say, hey, I don't think Ramirez got the goods because look at how he performed against Postal and stuff like that. And then some people want to say, hey, I don't think that Josh Taylor has the power to do what he say he gonna do to Ramirez. He can't hurt Ramirez. He can try to outbox him, but Ramirez is too relentless, which is right. This is why I'm going to lead towards Ramirez, not because I feel like he's the best all-around boxer, but he kind of, fighters like Errol Spence and Jose Ramirez and a few others, these guys are relentless fighters. They have accuracy. They don't just throw punches to be throwing punches. They land their punches precisely to where it needs to go. And fighters like that can break you down in the later rounds and take you out. And I thought, I feel like Josh Taylor will probably come out in this fight guns blazing. I think he'll come out and get the rounds under his belt for sure. As long as he don't try to go on the inside like he say he gonna do and push him and try to bully him, because he can't bully or push over Jose Ramirez, in my opinion. He's not Regis pro grade, okay? He's not Rougarou. He couldn't hurt Rougarou. I know for a fact he can't hurt Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is a tough dude. We don't know how Josh Taylor gonna react to the power of him. But Ramirez really impressed me against Maurice Hooker. I mean, Maurice Hooker was giving him some. You know what I'm saying? All he can handle, to be honest, in that fight. But however, he kept on staying relentless. Punches were very precisely placed. Broke him down and got the stoppage. This is what I believe that can happen to Josh Taylor. He can get stopped late, probably to the body. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know. I've said this before, but it doesn't really matter if they don't go with the game plan. This is a fighter who sticks to the game plan. And I know for a fact, if he puts those body shots in the right spot on Josh Taylor's ass, over with. I'm telling you. The reason why I had to squeeze to predict this fight like that is because Josh Taylor, man, he's an amazing, he a talented fighter no matter what. You can't take nothing away from him, because this dude, if he sticks to his game plan or just be smart and do certain things, and once he's racking those rounds up, stay safe, don't get too dirty or try to get too aggressive, I think he can probably pull the fight off by decision too. He definitely can outpoint him. Neither of these guys start slow at all, so that's why we think there's going to be the fight of the year, because it's going to be a war eventually. These guys can get dirty. They both like to hit after the bell a lot. So, that could cause for a heated moment and get, right when the next bell hit, they ready to go at each other, tooth and nail. It's all about who's going to get the best of who when the war goes down. That's when, it's going to count going into the championship rounds. Now, Josh Taylor believes he can knock out Jose Ramirez. I don't know if he really believes that or not, but I know he's been saying it a lot. Ramirez really held back from it, but he said he do believe he'll win by knockout. I think he'll win by late stoppage. Oh, man, that's kind of hard for me to say, but you know what I'm saying? I think that's what's going to happen, and I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to go ahead and stand on that, man. I ain't going to switch. I ain't going to switch, man. I'm going to stick with him, but, Like I said, man, I mean, I could very well be wrong because Josh Taylor proved me wrong before, more than once. And so has Jose Ramirez. And only because of his style. A lot of people say just because Josh Taylor is quick or whatever the case may be or whatever. I don't know, man. Either one of these fights would be a good fight for Crawford next. I don't care which one it is. I definitely want to see that straight away. The reason why Bud, I think, is willing to fight Ramirez, because he named Ramirez as a possible opponent before, not too long ago. I think he don't like the Robert Garcia camp because they beat up his boy, Hooker, Ortiz and Ramirez. But that's a talented group of fighters out of that camp. They all world champions. They all very successful fighters. I got respect for that group. And I think they got a lot of big things ahead of them to do. And I definitely think this cat Ramirez is going to do some big things. Now, whether he'll go to 147 straight away after this and fight Bud, don't know. Will it be such a close fight where a rematch will be a must and it would go to pay-per-view, or, it may be a trilogy? I don't know. But I think fights like this is what I'm saying will get that type of buzz. I think a lot of the true boxing fans are going to be tuned in and ready to go for this fight. So, you never know what can happen, but it's definitely going to set the tone for both of them and what they're going to do going forward. I really believe that this fight is going to be the fight of the year, and I think it's going to be a great, exciting finish.